Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya. Sam, thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. I am going to ask Megas, how did they wake up and choose that man as their president? How did you wake up? Because why I ask this is because I was up to date from the beginning of the campaign to the end of the campaign. I also saw their manifestos. I read their manifestos. I saw them talking about what they are going to do if they end up being the president. I saw them going to campaign to talk to people. I saw that one person really got something great going on for her. I also saw that the other person got nothing to offer these people. But the people said, how dare you? I want someone that look like me to be here. I don't care what he's past. I don't care what he has done. I also do not care about the felonies, right? And now, boom, election came and you all said you voted for him. Until to this very moment, everybody is suffering. Because why are people suffering? People are suffering because even the people that did not align with that man, we also suffer it and they are suffering it now. And I am going to ask you people really deserve a very special place somewhere not nice, because you all are not good people. And if you are MAGA and you are still supporting all the chaos going on presently today, you are not a good person and you do not deserve to have people around you, because you are a terrible person. Let's get into this video.
Hey, MAGA, remember this?
I don't give a damn how bad the inflation is.
And we will lower costs on everything from healthcare to groceries and take on corporate price gouging. I've done it before and I will do it again.
Or maybe you remember this.
Donald Trump has no plan for you. And when you look at his economic plan, it's all about tax breaks for the richest people. His economic plan as something that would increase inflation and by the middle of next year would invite a recession.
Maybe next time, instead of voting for the 34-count convicted felon, you'd vote for the black woman, the educated black woman who was a prosecutor and a senator and a vice president, and maybe your 401ks will still be here, and maybe the prices won't be through the roof like you're experiencing now, MAGA.
Hey, MAGA, come here. I know talking to y'all is like talking to a bag of rancid cat shit, but let me see if I can help y'all understand something, because I think you guys aren't getting it, okay? There was a time in this world where we could disagree politically, still be friends, still interact with people. And then Donald Trump came along. And now, after watching people not only support this man, but act as though he's the second coming of Kenny Loggins' Jesus, we are done. We don't ever have to interact with you. I'll tell you exactly why I brought this up. So recently, an author basically said in no unsimple terms that she will not be signing books or anything like that for MAGA people. And Book Talk has lost his goddamn mind. I'm trying to figure out why. If an author does not want to interact with people that voted against women's rights, it is her right to do so. I have seen artists, people that paint, people that draw, people that write comic books and things of that nature, or they publish comic books, or they talk about comic books, where they said they're not interacting or entertaining any of you MAGA fucking people, which is their right to do so. You see, what you fail to understand is none of this shit has ever been about policies or politics. It has always been about character. Character. I don't even know in my lifetime of a president that has been so polarizing that we have forgotten the policies and only looked at the character of the person. And Donald Trump is that one. Donald Trump absolutely 100% is that one. Every time some new scandal came out about that man, there was always an excuse. Every time that man said or did something that was just heinous, there was always an excuse. And 99 out of 100% of the time, it was MAGA people that were doing it. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a whole lot of hanger-ons. A lot of Republicans looked the other way while this sumbitch was doing this shit. We're not talking about them. We're talking about MAGA people. You don't get to come in people's spaces. You don't get to ever ask or demand any level of civility from anyone, anywhere, at any time, the end, period. Because your character is shown. Y'all will maybe eventually get it one day, probably on your deathbed, but the facts on the ground are still the same. Your character speaks a hell of a lot louder than anything coming out of your mouth. And people are not interacting with you. People don't want a goddamn thing to do with you. They want you to leave them the fuck alone. That's what they want. So if an author tells you or asks you who you voted for and you say Trump and that author says thanks but no thanks, get out of my face, eat it. Live with it. Live with it. If you had a family group chat and then people find out that you or somebody in that group chat voted for Donald Trump and then they exit themselves out of the group chat, live with it. Because Donald Trump doesn't represent policies because he's never had any. All Donald Trump has ever represented was character. His character is heinous. You defending that is worse. Because that means you know this motherfucker ain't shit. And yet here you are standing in people's faces trying to fucking sell something nobody wants to buy. And I'm sorry, if somebody says go fuck yourself, it's their right to do so. If they don't want to talk to you or deal with you or talk or be in a space with you or sign a book or anything like that, that is their right to do so. That is their right. With your vote, with your support of this man, you are telling every woman friend you have, every person in the marginalized community, a black person, a Latino person, Asian Pacific Islander, Jewish person, Native and Indigenous person, what you are telling them is you do not give a fuck how heinous this man is. You wanted him in the White House. 2016 was a character. 2016 was a character election. 2024 was a character election. 2020 was a character election. And some of you failed it. Some of you failed the test. But you want everything to go back to normal? No. It will never, ever, ever go back to normal. You understand that? Your continued support of this man means that there will never be a normal to go back to. Don't nobody want to fuck with y'all? They don't. They literally loathe you. And that is writers, artists, singers, politics, whatever. If you voted for this, not once, not twice, but 3 fucking times. If you were still out here on that MAGA train, if you were still out here acting as though you don't see the damage this piece of shit is doing, and you think people are just going to go back to the way things were, you are out of your motherfucking mind. There is no going back to the way things are. This is your new normal. Civility went out the fucking window the moment you pulled the lever for the 3rd time for that man. Civility is no longer on the table when you defend that motherfucker. Stop acting like people should capitulate and go back to the way things were because you feel a way about people telling you.
I'm about to go on a rant. White Trump supporters, you never have been able to beat the fucking allegations of voting for white supremacy. Donald Trump is racist. You know how many white people over the years have told me I'm a fucking liar for pointing that shit out? You can't beat the allegations, especially right now. It's just straight up overt violent white supremacy. And there's a past history of it before he was even a fucking candidate for president. But it never bothered you. It was never a deal breaker. He ran his entire campaign on fear mongering about immigrant families. He did this shit with the Haitian immigrant families that ended up having violence towards them from white people because of fucking lies he made up. He lies to you about immigrants from Mexico, trying to tell you how violent they are, all this other shit. And you bought it and you love that shit because it just reinforces your own white supremacy and your own fucking racism. He's deleting archives of black, indigenous people of color, of women that have served this country. He is constantly attacking anything that isn't white, be it history, be it these different communities. The list is so fucking long. You can't beat the allegations. But you think you can. You think we're the fucking idiots. You think we're stupid. When the shit is right in front of your face. You are no different than the fucking Klan. If you voted for Trump, you're no different if you're a white person that voted for Trump. And I will stand 10 toes down on that fucking shit. And additionally, I know we're all in this together as white people. So everybody that isn't white can't tell the difference between which one of us motherfuckers voted for Trump and which didn't. I can sit here and talk till I'm blue in the face about how I fucking hated that man for 10 years. And I've been talking shit about him nonstop. I've been pointing out white supremacy and it doesn't fucking matter. This is an us problem as white people. But I'm going to specifically I'm calling it out on the floor, what the white supremacy is and what your vote has shown the rest of the world. You have the entire globe, minus fucking Russia and Israel, literally laughing at the United States and also concerned.
Hey guys, I think we're going to have to be fascistic and employ fascistic means to get rid of these MAGA white supremacists, fascists. Seriously. Like what they're doing right now, they're trying to, chisel themselves in permanent. They're trying to borrow their people into government, into all our institutions, right? Okay? We're going to have to be every bit as fascistic to dislodge them, which in a sense is a kind of paradox. Is a kind of paradox of like, it's a paradox, a serious paradox, because if we end up acting like they do to get rid of them, then that means the system that we say we want to uphold and remake and repair is truly broken. And therein lies the problem. But the problem is this: if we don't get them out, then they are going to be a cancer within the system. But if we operate like if things are normal, if we operate with all the politeness and deference and respect of what used to be normal times or what used to be respectable or honorable times, we will not be able to get rid of the contagion that is white supremacist, MAGA, fascistic, dark enlightenment motherfuckers within our government and institutions. Okay? The only way to root them out, we have to be ruthless to root them out. And if we have to be ruthless to root them out, that means the system itself is broken, which is the paradox. And what's going to happen is like, as things are cyclical, because this country, because the voting public in this country has this horrible, non-existent political memory, they're going to get back in again, and they're going to use the fact that we were fascistic and ruthless in extracting them. They're going to use the fact that we were that way to get them out as an excuse for them to get back at us, to do back at us. And the country's not going to remember that they, MAGA, were the ones that went there first. The country's not going to remember that. And therein we have a serious conundrum. And I don't know how to get past it, guys. I really do not know how to get past it. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. For real. Just like my friend, just like Thomas the Bishop said in one of his videos a couple weeks back about treat MAGA, we need to treat MAGA like if they're the schmutzis in Germany, and that we have to really identify them, call them out, isolate them, punish them, and prosecute whatever we need to do to make sure that there is a cost, a guaranteed cost for people associating with the MAGA or the QAnon identity because they're one and the same. For us to do that properly, the way our society is, right? We have to kind of be like them to do that properly. And if we have to be like them, again, is the battle lost already? I don't know.
This is all I got from this video. And sincerely speaking, when I see people that still support this man's ignorance till this very moment, I feel like there might be something wrong with them, because in normal, like if you are mentally okay, you won't be supporting chaos. Because so far, this government, this regime has really been very chaotic. Like starting from the beginning to this very moment, there is nothing great coming out of the government so far. And some people are out there, supporting with their full chest and all that. And what do I call that people? If you are not a white supremacist, you also, like, I don't know, but it's kind of crazy that people like align or will tell you that Their belief align with this man. Because what belief? I see Christians, people that say they are Christians, like, showing full support. What kind of Christian are you? You are not a Christian. You are not Christ-like. Because everything going on at this point in time is against humanity. Mistreating people. Telling people that they do not belong. Trying to take people back from where they started from. See, people that are supporting this administration deserve a very hot space in hell. I am not lying. They do not deserve to live among people because you do not feel that human beings have right. Human beings should have right. Human beings should exercise the right because you all are not letting people exercise their human rights. You are deporting people, but you are selling $5 million of gold citizenship. You are deporting people, but people are going to buy the citizenship. What is this telling you? This is telling you that the only difference is that those people are poor and cannot afford it. Because if they could, they absolutely will buy it. That is to tell you how horrible this administration is. And then I am going to also ask the people that saw all this, all the signs, and still voted for him because you all want to be white. You all align yourself with white supremacy. And now the result is showing on everybody. Kamala Harris said it. Does he have any plan? Of course, you knew he does not have any plan for you. Yet you voted for him. The people that voted right are also suffering it because nobody is exempted from this suffering because it's actually a suffering. When people are losing money, people that did not vote for him are losing money. People cannot afford some certain things. Life has been hard because you choose to align yourself with white supremacy. Now, I have been saying this, and that is on period. The day I will ever wake up and see history or see politics from the eyes of these people, that is I am finished. You can say it. Maybe you are ignorant and you are saying it from the eyes of immediately you stop being ignorant. You do not actually being ignorant is a choice. It is your choice to be ignorant. But you know what? I really do hope that there is a way to correct all of this because if not, everybody is cooked with everything going on. I see a lot of people saying my 401k something like stock going down and all. I'm seeing all the comment. People are losing money, but the rich are getting richer. Normally, the cheap thing that you can buy, all this Chin and all that, Temu, Amazon from China, you cannot. I think I saw that all ordered were canceled. Amazon canceled all their shipping order because of the tariff. I saw also Apple. I read about Apple packing all their things, back to because everything will become expensive. And we wake up every day to different story. Now, let me tell you something. If this man shake this economy for one day, if the economy, the way he put the tariff that like shook everybody's stock and all that, I want you to know that that day that he did that, the effects might actually last for a longer time before it can subside. And that time it is lasting, people are losing money. And if you are still supporting this administration, you are not a good person. I've said this from the bottom of my heart. You do not deserve to be around my people. I don't care if you are a black conservative, you are also part of the problem. Bye for now.